Well, hello and welcome back to Travel Gossip's New to USA Bootcamp. Today is dedicated to our attraction partners, and I'm thrilled to introduce Sharon Sims and Jenny Curran, the sales managers from SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies. Please do listen carefully to their presentation, as SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment are very kindly offering agents the chance to take part in our bootcamp quiz for the opportunity of winning a £50 gift card. All the answers will be within the presentation, so be sure to pay close attention for the chance of winning, and you can register on our website on travelgossip.co.uk. So Jenny and Sharon, welcome.
Hi there, Tanya.
Hi, Tanya.
Hi. Hi, how are you doing?
Really excited to be on today's call with Jen, and I've got lots to talk about with regards to SeaWorld Orlando.
Amazing. Well, I will let you guys do your thing and share your screens, and I will see you very shortly.
Thank
See you
you.
at the end. So welcome everybody to SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment. Jen and I are going to give you lots of information, but make sure you're listening out and maybe making some notes, because obviously you've got the chance to win a voucher just before Christmas. So we're going to kick things off with some numbers, and these are really important to Jen and I because they talk about, first of all, the number of people in attendance, so the number of people we've seen through the gates at our parks. As you know, we're a fantastic theme park provider. We've got over 200 theme park rides, but one of our biggest numbers that we focus on heavily when we're talking to agents is the animals that we've rescued, and that's over 41,000 so far to date, and that's increasing every day, isn't it, Jen?
It certainly is. So what we do at SeaWorld Park is in Orlando, we actually try and rescue as many animals as we can that are either caught, distressed or injured in the wild, and our role really is to try and rehabilitate them and get them back into the ocean as quickly as possible. So 41,000 is a really key number for us.
Okay, so we're going to kick things off and talk a little bit about where our locations are. Now, you can see here across the US, we've got a few parks that feature under the United Parks banner. Predominantly today, we're here to talk to you about the ones that are based down in the sunny state of Florida, Orlando. And you can see here on the map, Interstate 4, we're very strategically placed. So you've got Universal Parks right at the very top there. And very soon we've got Epic coming, which will be our neighbour. And then you can see there's a cluster of parks there, which is SeaWorld, Aquatica and Discovery Cove, very close together. Now, Jen and I have been out several times this year, and we've both stayed very close to the parks. And I think one thing I was impressed about, Jen, is depending on where you're staying on International Drive, or down that area, you can actually walk to our parks. You don't even need a car.
No, you can walk, definitely. And as you said, they're right next door to each other. As long as you stick to the path and you follow the signs, it's really, really easy.
And then right down at the bottom in Tampa there, so at the bottom of the screen, you'll see that's where our Busch Gardens is based. Now, that's about an hour and 40 minutes drive out of Orlando, but we've got a great shuttle bus that'll get you there, take a load off, watch some Netflix or something, and enjoy the views.
It's absolutely free as well.
It is. So we're going to kick things off with our rides video. So sit back, enjoy, and be prepared to be thrilled.
So we've got lots of thrill rides across all of our parks, and some of these pictures and videos you're looking at right now are actually voted as top roller coasters in Florida and also in Orlando. So we're really, really proud of that one. Iron Gwazi seems to still be one of the biggest favourites. That's over at Busch Gardens in Tampa. And we've also got lots of different rides featured here as well in Aquatica. So that's a nice theme park to spend the day in. We offer all-day dining in all of these parks as well. Busch Gardens has got a lot of white knuckle rides. If you're a thrill seeker, it's brilliant. If you're a bag holder, there's loads of places for you to sit and watch as well. And then obviously we've got quite a lot of rides now in SeaWorld. I think predominantly SeaWorld was never really known for roller coasters, but some of the rides there at the moment are absolutely fantastic. We've got Mako, we've got Manta, we've got Icebreaker, and we've got Pipeline, which is also one of our most popular rides. So it's always worth making sure that you plan your day in the parks around what rides you want to take place on as well. Lots and lots of thrills, lots of loops, lots of launches, and it's a brilliant day out, depending on which park you want to go in. They're all fantastic. They offer water rides. We've got loads of different attractions going on as well. So this is just showing you what the rides look like, but Sharon and I are going to talk you through other things that you can do in our parks if you don't want to be on a roller coaster flying around upside down.
So one of the tickets that Jen and I wanted to talk to you today is about the 3 visit with the all-day dine. Now, this ticket wasn't about when I was taking my kids many years ago, but for me, this is one of our best value for money tickets. It means that you can get access into either SeaWorld, Aquatica or Busch Gardens. It gives you the free transportation that we talked about down to Busch Gardens if you don't fancy driving the hour and 40 minutes. It's a bit of a no-brainer ticket because it also includes our all-day dine, which normally is an additional purchase ticket, but you get it included in this as well, which means from the moment you enter our parks, your meals, drinks and snacks are all taken care of for the whole of that day. And when you work out how expensive it is now to eat in America, this really is a great value ticket. I know Jen focused heavily on the rides that we've got, but we've also got other great facilities and experiences at our parks, particularly which is one of my favourites.
So one of the great things I love about Aquatica is you've got the option to do the splashes, you've got the races, you've got lots of different log rides and flume rides to try, but you can actually relax as well if you want to. We've got 2 lazy rivers and we've got 2 wave machine pools with a man-made beach as well. So whatever you want to do in Aquatica, you've got the option of both.
And what I think is great, I'm a new grandma, or grandma as I like to call it, but I think children's facilities at Aquatica are absolutely fantastic. So like Jen says, you can do all the thrilling stuff, but if you just want to get back, sunbathe, sit in the lazy river like I do down on Loggerhead Lane, you can do that as well. Now we're going to take a whistle-stop tour over to Busch Gardens, which is our park down in Tampa Bay.
So what you'll notice about our roller coasters as well is they are all named after a certain species. You'll generally find that species quite close to that ride as well. So for example, where the cheetah ride is, you've also got cheetahs around that area. We've got manta in SeaWorld, which is also featuring manta rays as well. Iron Gwazi, that is actually a, oh no, I'm so sorry.
It's a great ride for anybody to go on. Jen's flummoxed herself there because she was recently out there a couple of weeks ago, and I think you had a great experience.
I had a great time out there. I'm so sorry. I just completely forgot what the actual name Gwazi meant in Swahili. So it is a different language, but I'm really sorry. I completely ruined that part.
You didn't ruin it at all. I think my favourite thing at Busch Gardens is because I'm not a thrill seeker. I actually don't like those inversions and those really high drops. But what I love about this park is the fact that there's an animal element. So it's a little bit like a wild safari. You can see species that maybe you've never seen before. And my favourite thing to do down there is obviously the Serengeti Safari, where you get to feed the giraffes, which to me, I mean, it's a bucket list experience that I never knew I wanted to do until I did it. But it's absolutely amazing, that one is. Okay, then, so now let's have a look at what's new. We're going to kick things off with our Coral Rescue Centre. Now, this isn't new for 24, but I feel it's really important to talk about this because if you've got families that are going out to Orlando, if they're going into SeaWorld and they're in maybe key stage 1 or 2, this is the stuff that they want to go back and talk to their friends about when they're back at school. It's really important that we start to take care of Earth, especially the ground that we walk on. But it's even more important that we're looking after our seas. And when you go through this Coral Rescue Centre, they talk to you about coral, how it's important that we're not throwing waste into the seas, which I think is a really valuable lesson we need to start talking to our kids about as early as possible. Now on to one of our newest family coasters. Then I'm going to let you take the way here on this one.
Okay, so this is our very first family coaster, which means that you only have to be 42 inches tall to ride it. It does feature 2 launches and it's set in a beautiful area right near where our penguins are. So this coaster only opened up this year. I haven't been on it. However, I've been told by everyone that's been on it, it is a great way to get around, to see the park and also to see the penguins. The penguins are definitely my favourite as well. and something you can actually do while you're out there. You can actually go and visit the penguins and book up a penguin encounter, which is definitely something on my bucket list that I managed to tick off a couple of
I
weeks
did that
ago.
in October.
It's brilliant.
Tremendous.
Brilliant. Best thing I've done.
So now we're on to our newest ride, which is based down in Busch Gardens. And do you want to talk about this one?
So I did go on this ride. I did go on Phoenix Rising, and the easiest way to explain it is a really nice tame coaster, again for families. Minimum height is 42 inches. There's no drops, there's no launches, but you feel like you're flying like a phoenix around the park, and it's really, really cool. It's a cool ride, and I did go on it, so I can vouch for that as well.
So now I'd like to talk to you about our Discovery Cove tickets. So there's 3 different types of ticket here if you want to go ahead and visit Discovery Cove. And we know that this is extremely popular with us Brits.
So this is Discovery Cove behind here as well, Sharon. That's what I've got. This is my Discovery Cove back. Yeah.
I did notice that.
Picture. Yeah.
So the day only Discovery Cove ticket is for anybody that maybe doesn't want to go and visit SeaWorld, Aquatica or Busch Gardens. They may be limited for time, a bit pressed for that, and they just want to go into Discovery Cove and see all of its tranquility and beauty. So this ticket can be purchased with or without a 30-minute dolphin swim. And as we know, Discovery Cove is our all-inclusive park, which means that from the minute you enter in the morning, you can have breakfast, lunch and dinner and all your drinks and your snacks. It also serves alcoholic beverages for those people who are over 21. The next ticket above that is our Discovery Cove package. It includes all the free stuff that you get with the day package, including the souvenir snorkel and animal-friendly sun lotion. But this will also give you 14 days and limited access to SeaWorld and Aquatica. Now, what Jen and I notice is that often, maybe at time of booking, you guys as agents will sell your guest a SeaWorld or Aquatica or Busch Gardens ticket, or maybe even the 3-park with the 3-dine ticket. Then maybe at a later date, there might be a special offer on for Discovery Cove. So you'll then go ahead and sell them, sell them the additional ticket for Discovery Cove. Just be mindful, this Discovery Cove package includes SeaWorld and Aquatica. So you could be finding yourself an opportunity to save your guests money and book them the package ticket rather than buying tickets at an individual stage. And then finally, our ultimate package ticket, which to me would be the one I'd be purchasing if I was traveling out there. So that again includes all your access into Discovery Cove, along with all the free things that you get. It also includes 14 days of limited access into SeaWorld, Aquatica and Busch Gardens. This one includes the free and limited parking, and parking gets quite expensive out in the theme parks in Orlando. So this is invaluable. And it also includes the return bus shuttle service down to Busch Gardens as well. So always look at the packages and any special offers that we've got going, because you never know where you could be saving your guests a little bit of money. And on that point, Jen, aren't we into our Black Friday offering?
Yeah, we currently are. So we've got lots of offers on when it comes to Discovery Cove. Now is definitely the best time to book. The Black Friday offers actually finish on the 2nd of December. So depending on which reseller you're using, now is the time to speak to those customers that may not have booked any tickets for next year. And to be fair, Discovery Cove is my favourite park. I absolutely love everything about it. And as Sharon's already said, it is a fantastic day. Even if you just want to spend the day chilling out, relaxing, there's other animals there that are not just dolphins. And I always have breakfast in there because you can actually get in from 7:30 in the morning. So definitely, best time to book is right now.
Okay, so this short video on Discovery Cove, as you can see, I describe this as like a Bahamian paradise island.
Beautiful.
You wouldn't think that you were still in the heart of theme park central when you enter this park. It's quiet. They only allow limited numbers in, so it never feels busy. You're not queuing for anything whilst you're there, which I think is really important whilst you're out in Orlando. As you can see, Discovery Cove is paradise, and it's definitely something that you want to be offering your guests. Now, Jen, I'm conscious of the time, so we're going to whiz through a few things. And we're going to kick straight off with the animal conservation, which is really important. So we know that, I don't know if you're aware, but $2 from every tour or in-park extra that's sold will be donated to a UK wildlife charity. So when you've got guests and they're asking how can they support, you know, what more can they do? Definitely by buying one of our in-park extra tickets, that's the best way to support our UK charities. And you can see here, as part of our conservation fund, all the places across the world where SeaWorld has supported and assisted.
So we have a 24/7 rescue team. These guys are on hand 24/7 and they help stranded species across the world. So, for example, we've recently just taken in a very gorgeous little baby walrus called Uki. She was abandoned and actually orphaned in the Arctic. So we've got her in SeaWorld at the moment. She's going to be living with a surrogate mother. And this is where we do things that are not just for the public. We've actually done that to look after her. You won't get to see her, but you will actually know that she is in the park. And this is something that we really are very, very proud of. I think people don't really understand how much work goes into it. But when we talk about rescuing, that is something that we are very, very good at, definitely.
So as far as resources and support, as Tanya mentioned, there's going to be links in this post. But if you register with seaworldagents.co.uk, there's lots of information on there, training. There's a lot more videos that we really would have loved to have shared with you. But as far as key takeouts, just remember the 3-in-1 or the 4-in-1 experience ticket that comes with the all-day dine. Remember, we are the thrill leader out in Orlando, and actually that every visit that your guys make to Orlando really does go ahead and make a difference. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. That was really amazing and very interesting. And for me, Sharon, unlike you, definitely get me on those thrill rides. But thank you again. I mean, I personally haven't been to the parks for many, many years. So it's really interesting even for me to see how it's all evolved as well. And yeah, Jen, I'm with you. Discovery Cove is my favourite as well.
Love it. Love it.
It's amazing. So just following on from your presentation, your new 3-visit ticket is a really excellent option and good value as well for clients. Can you explain to our agents what the best way for them to book these are?
Yeah, absolutely. So at the moment, if they do it through the Black Friday offer, they can actually get the ultimate ticket for that price. So that's on offer now. All you've got to do is go online to whichever reseller you're using, whether that's Attraction Tickets, Attraction World, and everybody has got these Black Friday deals going right now. They must end on the 2nd of December. So that is definitely, right, as I've said already, definitely the best time to get those tickets booked up for next year.
Brilliant. Thank you, Jen. And I know you've had lots of new rides and kind of innovations going on this year. Is there anything exciting in the pipeline for you guys for 2025 and beyond?
Yes, there is. There's not much I can tell you at the moment because we don't know too much, but we've got a new immersive flying experience, which is going to be opening up in SeaWorld. All I know is that you will be flying through the skies and you will be diving into the sea. That's as much as I know. Also next year in Busch Gardens in Tampa, we're going to be opening up the Wild Oasis Realm, and that is an interactive adventure. That is all we've been told. We like to keep things secret as close to the opening date as possible, but keep your eyes out for 2025.
We'll do. We will look forward to hearing more about that as well. And it's really good because there really is something for everyone, isn't there?
Definitely.
Which is really good. And I know you mentioned as well about the free shuttle services as well, given cost of parking and people who aren't necessarily confident driving out there. And just to confirm, that is all included within the ticket price as well.
Yeah, so basically we have a shuttle that leaves SeaWorld Park at 9 a.m, nice and early, but it gets you to the park by 10:30, and that shuttle bus is free as long as you register. Once you've booked your ticket, there's a little way you can book. If you literally go onto the Busch Gardens website, it will show you what to put in and how many guests you want, but it gets booked up really quickly. So if you don't want to drive, you can literally get on that bus.
Brilliant. No, really interesting. Well, I'll wrap it up here because I'm conscious of time, but thank you so much for all the kind of key insight and just to highlight as well about all the efforts of the 41,000 animals that you guys have rescued, which is absolutely unbelievable. So very well done to you guys for that. So be sure to check out their Black Friday offers, which expire on the 2nd of December. And don't forget that SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment are partaking in our quiz. So you guys have the chance to win a £50 gift voucher as well. But on that note, I'll wrap things up and thank you guys once again for joining us and enlightening our agents on everything SeaWorld Parks.
Bye.